Hello Gemini and welcome to my channel Green Lion Goddess Tarot. This is your monthly reading and we're seeing what's coming in for you this month. We are in Pisces season and then we move into Aries season. There is a full moon in Virgo happening on the 7th, or give or take a day depending on where you are in the world, and a new moon in Aries on the 22nd, give or take a day depending on where you are. And the big planetary players is Saturn is moving into Pisces and Pluto is moving into Aquarius in March. So they're big outer planet movements that are happening. So we shall see what's coming through for you. Oh, very nice. We've got the High Priestess sitting very pretty there, the little cat just looking all happy. So yeah, the High Priestess, intuition and sacred knowledge is coming in. So I feel like you're very much connected to this kind of intuitive stream at this moment in time throughout March. And you're really going to be coming back, like your intuition's definitely going to be by your side. It's this sense of, they kept showing me this sort of little stream. It's like I'm seeing it as like a little energy stream here. And it's like, yeah, you're going to be going along and seeing what's out there. And it's just like you can tap into that and connect to your intuition and your sacred knowledge with whatever's happening March, which is really great. The High Priestess can sometimes be a little lucky. It might feel like you're being protected, that there's somebody looking out for you or an energy that's looking out for you, protecting you, which is nice. So let's see what's shifting and changing for you, Gemini. What's shifting and changing? Some of you might be really into doing some esoteric things with this High Priestess as well. Like perhaps you're, developing your abilities or skills or learning something around that as well. The other thing with the High Priestess is that she likes to be, if it's in somebody's relationship, like if it's connected to a relationship, High Priestess likes to be somebody's number one, like, put up on a little perch or pedestal here, like the beautiful little cat, which is why I was saying, yeah, sitting like looking pretty happy with what it is that you kind of, what you're seeing. Okay, so what's shifting and changing? 1, 2, Mars, Aries. Okay, here comes the Aries energy, and Jupiter is in Aries. Venus is going to be in Aries for the first half of March, and then she moves into Taurus. So, you're going to have both of the benefic energies in Aries, then Venus is at home in Taurus. So there's some nice energies around in terms of good things wanting to come through. So the 1, 2 Mars Aries is very much about a sense of maybe wanting to do 2 things at once, like a couple of things on your plate. So there's new directions coming in for you. So that's why I feel like this intuitive stream is going to be really, really useful. So use that to the best of your abilities because, yeah, this Mars energy is very much, there's going to be opportunities that are coming through that it's like you just want to initiate them. You just want to go for them, like trust your instinct when this happens because it's got this real, this is, time to step into this. You don't waste any time with this Mars Aries. So you've got to really trust yourself or trust how you're feeling, which is why it's great you've got that High Priestess there. So I think some of the choices, decisions that you're making are going to be, good. Want to make the most of some of the opportunities that are coming your way this month. So Gemini, I just wanted to let you know that this reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. Always recommend to watch all 3 of your placements if you know where they are because they give you a fuller picture of what's going on for you, a more holistic view. And this is a general reading. Gemini, just take what feels right, leave the rest, trust your intuition. Of course you will, having the High Priestess coming in. And leave the rest. Whatever doesn't resonate, just let it go. And if it does really resonate and you would like to explore this further, there will be an extended reading where we're going to delve deeper into the future. So the link for the extended reading is in, the links, there's going to be 2 links for the extended reading. You can buy it individually as a one-off, the one-off extended for Gemini, or you could check out my Patreon community, the new community that we're building at this moment in time. I've only just launched, and you can get access to all the extended readings by becoming a Patreon member. It's the same price as buying an individual extended just for Gemini, but it's an ongoing monthly fee. And like I said, you get access to all signs plus a whole heap of other content. So there's going to be meditations, astrology, updates, healings, tutorials. There's all sorts of stuff happening in there. And if you sign up in the first 2 weeks, which is ending pretty soon, I would say, then I am offering a free 10-minute reading for all new patrons. So yeah, the link. So for both of those things, the links are in the description box below. Okay, so I'm trying to say that and looking at the wand too, which is very Mars and Aries. It's like we're trying to do two things at once, and this card's like talking to me, and I'm trying to talk about the Patreon, and it's Mars Aries can be a little bit like having your trainer wheels on as well. Like I want to try a whole heap of new things and bring new energies in, and test a few things out. You might be getting a little bit ambitious and competitive perhaps with it, but we've got the King of Wands. Okay, there's the Aries energy coming through. So let's see, we've got the Five of Cups, the Devil in your near future. So I get a lot of like, it's kind of interesting because I'm getting there's a few things that you've been struggling with here, but get ambitious to get on top of it. That's something that's coming in. The Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands, this is the opportunities, like trust your instinct when that comes in, because the Two of Swords are saying that you could be a little bit hesitant with some of the things that are coming through. The Justice energy, and we've got the Ace of Swords. Wow, okay. And at the base, we've got the King of Swords. Okay, so here we have the King of Air coming in for you. Gemini, you are definitely this Ace of Swords. If you're wanting a contract or you're wanting to say yes to something, I feel like the Ace of Swords is like, yes, there's a big yes coming in here, which is good. So, and that's why I kind of feel like the decision-making process and choices is going to be like, you've got to really be on the ball in March, I think. So situation, the Page of Wands, this is it. New growth, new things happening. Pages are all about new, fresh, exciting opportunities or things that are starting up in your world at this moment in time. You can see there's a little bit of growth happening here. And it feels like, it's crossed by the Knight of Cups, actually, which is interesting because Knight of Cups is love and romance. So they might actually be saying this is not to do with love and romance. This is not to do with following your heart. It's about trusting your instinct from from that intuitive perspective, not so much how you're feeling about something. So it's more kind of strangely, it can be very rational, that higher intuitive message as well. When you're really right up there in those realms, it's kind of, it can seem very rational. So interesting. There's something new that's coming in here. I mean, it could be to do with love and romance. If it is, it's something that you haven't seen before. Perhaps it's new growth within a relationship or it's someone new coming in. But I really feel like crossed by the Knight of Cups, it's kind of saying, really, this is all about trusting your instincts, your innate instincts with these wands. So there's something new that's coming in in the fire realm. And fire is usually fire is actually a pretty complementary energy with you guys. So there will be opportunities that you can activate and step into if you want to. Again, it's your choice that's coming through. In your conscious mind, we've got the Five of Wands. So perhaps this is something you've been struggling with. The Five of Wands represents a conflict when it comes to what it is that you want to be doing here, or what it is that, conflict in your life in some way, shape or form. And now that it's crossed by the Knight of Cups, this could be around where your heart might be saying, I should be going this way, or the Aries energy can be very much about putting yourself first. So some of these opportunities that come your way may be a sense of, I have to kind of go for something, but I need to kind of put myself first, not the other person or somebody else. And so this could be what this Knight of Cups crossing is, that normally it's like you'd want to be considering somebody else, and perhaps you do want to consider somebody else, but it might feel like for whatever reason they could be blocking you. So there could be a little bit of conflict around that with the Five of Wands. So there's potentially something you're struggling with here. This is like a battle or a conflict of some sort. But, all of these characters here in the Five of Wands are testing themselves out against each other. So it can be competitive as well, like some kind of competitive energy around you at this moment in time, or wanting to kind of test a few things out and try a few things out. So I mean, I'm kind of feeling that a bit of both, a bit of both with these energies. The fact we've got the Devil in the near future, because it's like a lot of this energy is wanting you to trust, like I said, trust your instincts and believe in yourself and get confident with something, because you're about to take on the Devil in the near future. So it's kind of like, these are all the little what they're showing me is like the proteges, like the people that are trying out, like it's a tryout kind of thing. Like I want to be a knight, and these are all the people that like are going, okay, I'm going to test my skills and learn the skills of being a knight, as in like the knight in the Knight of Cups kind of thing, just a knight, like old-fashioned knight. For whatever reason, they showed me that. These are like the young kids that are going, yeah, I want to try something out, like the Page of Wands, but I need to test my abilities. It's like having the trainer wheels on, quite literally, feeling like a bit of an apprentice energy coming through with something. But, deep down, you are the king. You're the King of Wands. So this is where, you're trying something new out, testing the waters with it a little bit. But you are ready to take action with it. It's like if you're a trainee of some sort, you're learning something new with the Five of Wands, testing something new out, and then it's a case of, right, now I'm going to put that into action and take something on. I'm about to, if I'm in a knight in training, then I'm about to take on my first quest kind of thing. So this is not to do with the faint-hearted, absolutely, which is what they're saying this Knight of Cups is. It's very dreamy. It's very, let's follow our hearts. Let's all be loved. No, this is like going into action here. This is like, the Knight of Wands, not the Knight of Cups, not dreamy and hopeful. It's like I'm actually going in and going to try this and doing this kind of thing. So getting really motivated. In the recent past, we've got the Five of Cups. So it's kind of interesting because you've got two fives here, which does represent conflicts. So this is a conflict around your heart. And the Five of Wands is a conflict about where you're motivated to go and the motivations that are coming in at this moment in time. So the Five of Cups is potentially saying perhaps there has been something that's been disappointing in the past, or there's been some kind of, this is the card of loss, disappointment, some cups have spilled over and perhaps it's made you sad or unhappy. So there's something in the past here that's kind of come up. And I feel like part of what this is it's really like not letting that, this is the Piscean energy of moving through old. What are you emotionally moving through? It's a mutable water sign. So yeah, being mutable like you guys as well. So it's going to, the other mutable signs are Sagittarius, Virgo, you guys, and Pisces. So if you're all in the same element, well, if you're all mutable signs, then you're going to be squaring each other, like challenging each other. So this is it. It's been some kind of challenge has been posed here in a way. And it's like, can you overcome something in the past that was disappointing or made you sad in some way, shape or form? And so that's why you're not wanting to bring that cup of the past back with you. There's something emotionally that potentially could be blocking you emotionally moving forward, but it's like there's an emotional block here to kind of step into this new and try something new. So maybe you've tried something new in the past and it hasn't worked out, and it's kind of like, but this is where we're coming up against the devil in the near future. So it's really seeing past choices that you've made with the devil, because if we go to the Lovers card, it's a very similar energy. The Lovers is where you first made the choice, which is the Gemini energy, and the devil is where you've potentially, the choice hasn't gone the way that you wanted it to. And so it's almost like you're fighting your own demons here, Gemini. I feel like you're kind of fighting against yourself. So it's almost like, okay, getting ambitious and wanting to overcome something that you're feeling very stuck with the devil. And it's kind of like, feel the fear and do it anyway. Like I see the fear. It's a huge fear block. It's a big thing right in front of me. The devil does represent fear, represents toxic energy, things that we've got very, very stuck with, energies we've stayed in or held on to for too long. And this could be these emotions here that are, Pisces season's giving us the opportunity to move through them. Perhaps it's harder than you think to be able to let go of these old energies, these old emotional energies. I mean, this could have been somebody that really hurt you in the past, or something that occurred that was just really, really sad or disappointing in some way, shape or form, or losing something or someone. So it is a sense of, it's been hard to kind of overcome that, absolutely. But it also has this sense of really kind of gathering some kind of force or momentum or strength here to be able to overcome whatever you've been stuck with. Like the devil can represent debt as well if it's related to money. So, I mean, it can be related to so many things. There's a lot of fire and air here, I have to say. So with fire and air, it's like, you know, there's a lot going on, and I think this is going to work for you as well. Like it's like, ooh, okay. So you're presenting as the Two of Swords, which is a little bit hesitant. Like I said, Aries is kind of throwing down the gauntlet for you and saying, okay, you want to start something new. You want to try out this new thing, and how are you going to go with this? And it's almost like, are you going to rise to the challenge of it? Are you going to step through that door, take the opportunity that's in front of you? And there's a part of you that probably, because it feels a little bit, it can feel a little bit aggressive sometimes, Mars in Aries. It can feel a little bit like that it's feeling a bit like, yes, we have to do this kind of thing. But it almost feels like, but if I don't do it, then I'm going to really miss an opportunity that was in front of me. So this is the thing with the Two of Swords. It's about trusting your intuition. Being very hesitant actually, because you've got intuition on one side, this crescent moon, which is the high priestess. And on the other side, we've got logic, which is the King of Swords. And you've got both of them here actually in your reading. And then, you know, your intuition might be saying, yes, go for this. And logic might be saying, no, are you crazy? Why are you doing this? You've tried it in the past. It hasn't worked out. Why would you think it would work this time? And so it really is like you might end up very hesitant, especially if your intuition's saying, hey, guess where we're going? We're going to take this guy on. And it's like, I don't know if I want to do that. But ultimately, like I said, it's like overcoming some big blocks in your life, emotional blocks perhaps, which have, stopped you from exploring some of these new paths that are coming in. But again, it's getting ambitious with it. There's a sense of, okay, let's try it again. Let's test it out again in a way. So yeah, the energy around you is the Ace of Wands. This is like setting new things, activating all over the shop, opportunities coming in. And this is very much a sense of potentially there's an opportunity to set some new goals around some things in your life that hasn't worked out in the past, and you thinking Aries is going, let's do this again. Let's try it. Let's just do it. Let's just give it a go kind of thing. So the Ace of Wands is, trying something new. So yeah, absolutely. Something that you want that is probably out there, but there's this hesitation because you're either scared of it, it might seem too big, or you're scared of it because it hasn't worked out in the past. But we have hopes and fears, the Justice energy, which is kind of saying, okay, calm down a little bit, all this fire and air. This is Libra coming in and saying, this needs to be fair, this needs to be wise, this needs to be, the Libra energy is like you need to consider the contractual agreements or the agreements around. So it really is a sense of not going headfirst into battle without considering how that's going to affect other people. So the Libra energy is around contracts as well. So is there some sort of contract agreement, some kind of soul agreement? Is this right for you? Is it coming in so strong because your soul is saying yes to this? Or are you questioning it? There feels like there's a little bit of uncertainty and questioning that comes through. But yeah, we have the two cards that represent contracts here. The Justice card and the Ace of Swords can represent a new contract as well, of sorts. So, both of them are coming in. And then we've got, luckily, clarity is coming in with the Ace of Swords. It's like clear. I am taking up my sword and I am clear inside my mind, and I know what it is that I'm going into battle for, what I'm fighting for here, what I want to overcome. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. It's a sword that can cut energetic ties as well. So if you want to cut some sort of energetic tie that you've been struggling with this guy, the Ace of Swords comes in super, super clear. And this is why I think it's going to be good, because at some point it's going to feel like that bird's really loud in the background. But at some point the message is going to come in loud and clear with the Ace of Swords. There's either going to be which I think this Ace of Swords feels like a very strong yes to me, is what I'm getting from it. So this is where the Ace of Swords is working with the High Priestess, your intuition and your rational mind is seeing things on the same page clearly, and so you're saying yes. And so therefore it is, you'll know the right answer, what you're saying, whether you're saying yes to, what you're saying yes to here. And the King of Swords, so trust yourself that you're going to have the right response here. And the King of Swords, this is you, the King of Air, going, right, I've got my sword, I've got my clarity, and now I'm going to wield it. I'm going to wield it very smartly, cleverly. I'm going to use my intellect. I'm going to use my brain, whatever capacity is coming in, and I'm going to do it well. And so it's like making a very clear and strong decision here with the King of Swords, which is really good, because I feel like there's a lot of new paths or things that are activating here for you. So it's about being able to make clear and strong decisions, plus also plans if you need to have a plan, or if you need to have a conversation with someone, a meeting of some sort. Very rational, the King of Swords. So the King of Swords can sometimes be an Aquarius energy as well. So this could even be an Aquarius around you. So we've got Aquarius and Aries coming in really strong around you, and Libra. So you might notice these people are some of the main players in March coming in. But the King of Swords is very emotionally detached. Doesn't mean that he's not aware of what other people are thinking, but he's kind of thinking about the group, really consciously aware of collective energies or group energies, but also not being affected by the emotions. And you are being blocked here and crossed by the Knight of Cups. So it's very much like just purely being rational about a choice or a decision that's coming in here. And it's not an emotional choice. It's not an emotional decision. So yeah, trust that beautiful instinct of yours. Trust your mind, and the intuition's going to be by your side. And some of these opportunities that are coming in could very much seem like they're lucky. There could be little lucky things when the High Priestess is around, little synchronicities. It's like having Lady Luck around, or little fairy godmother that will just help you at that little moment that you need it. Oh, okay. This is your affirmation card. I open new doors to life. I love it. And that's exactly what's happening here. You're opening new doors to life. Quite literally, new doors are opening and you're saying yes to some of them, but it's almost like there's a process of resistance that you come up against, and then it's trusting yourself and then saying yes to what feels right, because the High Priestess will show you what's right. That doesn't mean you might be saying no to some things, but there's a lot of yes coming in here. I rejoice in what I have and know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. Yes, look at this. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So that is perfect for you, Gemini. It really is. And I'm not kind of getting that this is associated. It really depends on where Aries is in your birth chart, or where Jupiter might be in your birth chart as well. But this could affect any area of your life at this moment in time. These opportunities are around. Okay, so let's pull a charm for you. Okay, angels are watching over me. Angels watching over me. Again, that sense of feeling protected by some kind of thing out there, a force. It feels like it might even be a guide if you've got somebody that's passed over, but maybe it feels like they're around watching over you. But your angels are definitely watching over you at this moment in time, helping you make the right choices, helping you open these new doors to life. And yeah, it feels, even though there's challenges around it, it feels exciting. So it may also be with that you've got to, with the devil energy, be really discerning about what it is that you're taking on, because I feel like you're taking on more than one thing here, or saying yes to more than one thing. So it may increase your workload in a way, or the energy that you're putting into some things. But it also has this energy of this feels exciting. So that's it, Gemini. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We've got the sense of you've got the power, you've got your Ace of Swords. This could be a brilliant idea that's coming in, clarity, a new form of communication. So for those of you who are writers, this is like, I'm writing a new book or trying a new process of communication that could come through with it as well. But I really feel like it's like I got that song, I've got the power. I've got the power in that song. So yeah, I'm not going to sing because I can't sing, but yeah, I've got that song in my head. So yeah, we're going to see. It's kind of like this very strong moment of clarity, perhaps a yes, perhaps even a new contract for some of you. Let's see where this is going. You've overcome some kind of huge block or fear to get to it, which is really great. And this is because of you. You want to be doing this. You want to be motivated. You're kind of feeling strong, I think. And so we're going to go into the near future and the future beyond and see who else is coming in with pesky little devil. What else do you need to know about that? We'll pull some clarifiers around that and where this is going into the future. It's just such a clear beginning here with the Ace of Swords. So, and the Ace of Wands around you. So let's have a look, because we've got, like we said, the Wand 2 is about two things that you might be doing, and you've got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So, yes, there may be two things. We're going to explore where this is all going in the near future and further down the path. And it's kind of like you've pulled, like Excalibur, you've pulled the sword out and said, this is mine, I am the king. So it's kind of got might have a little sense of fate and destiny attached to it as well. Because they're kind of bringing me to the Arthurian tale and King Arthur and Excalibur and all of that. It was, yeah. And it's also about believing your own mythology, believing that you are the main protagonist in your story. So what story are you creating here? You've got the Ace of Swords. This is the start of a new story that's coming through here. And you are the one that can write it through your thoughts, through all sorts of things, how you're thinking, what you're planning. So yeah, it feels exciting. So we're going to look at, pull some clarifiers as well in the extended reading, see what other energies are around, although you are going to get the clarity with the Ace of Swords. But I think this area here might need a little bit of extra clarification. And we're also going to ask what's the best way to work with this energy. And like I said, I can see some challenges coming in with it. So maybe we want to get to this Ace of Swords energy. What's the best way? The tarot can give you a little bit of advice about that to get to that beautiful Ace of Swords. So that's all in the extended reading, Gemini. Love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below. Like I said, you can buy it as a one-off, the Gemini reading, or you could check out my Patreon community. New Patreon community, and you have access to all the extended readings for the same price, but it's a regular monthly fee, plus access to so much more. So many other things are in there. And if you, like I said, if you sign up in the first 2 weeks, which I think by the time this reading comes out, we'll only have, 3 or 4 days left. So you might want to check the dates on that. Then you might want to check if that's something you're interested in. You do receive a free 10-minute reading. So anyway, the links for all of those things are in the description box below. And please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, Gemini. Love to read your comments and really appreciate all of those things, because it also helps the channel grow, helps with the algorithm. And take care.